Tesla now, which could be on a lookout for a local partner here in India to set up operations. Media reports suggest that the US electric vehicle major is in talks with Reliance Industries for a possible joint venture to build the manufacturing facility in the country. Now, RIL's objective in the joint venture is to build capacities for electric vehicles in India. The report has now said the move should not be construed as RIL's entry into the automobile space. Remember, in 2023, RIL in partnership with Ashok Leyland launched India's first hydrogen internal combustion engine powered heavy duty truck. RIL also unveiled removable and swappable batteries for EVs last year. Could this also mark RIL's entry officially into electric vehicles? But the report that we are reading at the moment, which has been broken this morning by a business line, suggests that RIL does not really want to be actively involved in the automobile space, but also want to facilitate Tesla set that shop finally.
Yeah, so I think if the reports are to be believed, Shweta, it seems that RIL does not want to necessarily be a player in the Indian EV or the Indian automobile industry, but wants to build the ecosystem and wants to add scale and capacity. And who better than Reliance to actually make those kind of investments and firm up those joint ventures and partnerships. But I think, one should be ready for surprises of all kind. I mean, who would have thought about a year ago that JSW, a steel manufacturer, would want to forward integrate with an electric vehicle and ICE engine, vehicle maker called MG Motors, incidentally with Chinese roots. And who would have thought that JSW would get into the automobile space, but it went ahead and did. So, I think it's difficult times, different times, new emerging industries, and one should not rule out the possibility of any large non-auto sector player wanting to come in and reap dividends. And simply from a business standpoint, because look at the number of cars India sold last year, close to 4 million, 40 lakh cars were sold in India in FY24. I mean, that's a mammoth number, and no other market anywhere in the world commands that sort of an opportunity. So one way to take part in this growing sector is by joint ventures like the one reported between Reliance and potentially Tesla. And the other is perhaps, larger investments to hold stake in auto companies like JSW has done with MG Motor. Now, coming back to Tesla, I think what Elon Musk also said in an X Spaces conversation yesterday is that India is a natural progression for Tesla. So we've known for a fact for a very long time now that India wants Tesla to set up shop in India. Tesla wants to sell cars in India, and about 8-9 months of policy tinkering in the making, finally India has rolled out the red carpet for Tesla by cutting import duty to 15%. And this import duty of 15% is valid only for those automakers which are in the EV space, which sell cars which are valued at or priced at $35,000 and above to come to India. So this eliminates a lot of low-cost EV producers in the world from driving their vehicles into India, and pretty much, makes a case for Tesla to come to India. Now, at the same time, it's not just a lowered import duty. That lower import duty can be availed only if there is a commitment to make in India over a period of 5 years, right? And localization should kick in pretty much immediately, starting with 25% of the parts being locally procured. Now, Tesla can very comfortably sell up to 8,000 of its electric vehicles in India, which are imported, fully built units imported from anywhere else in the world, including China. And now the rest of it over a period of 5 years will have to be made in India, and an investment of about $2 billion or something is what seems to be going in. And a partnership with Reliance doesn't seem out of place.
Of course, a partnership with Reliance could be in the making. That is what media reports are suggesting at the moment. Remember, Tesla has been rolled out a red carpet. Indians have been waiting to drive Tesla cars. That dream could perhaps be fulfilled in next coming few months to a year's time, as Tesla is now looking to set up a manufacturing facility in a tie-up with Reliance in India.